Hello everyone, and welcome to uh, this new series called Trigonometry, and this is episode 1, and I just wanted to try something new for a couple of days. So this is a new series called Trigonometry. I'll make a playlist called Trigonometry series on my on the YouTube channel, and please sit back and enjoy. So, let's say there is a right triangle. But you want to know what uh, uh, this angle is. So, how do you solve this? So, right now I'm gonna teach you first the inverse of sine, cosine, and tangent. So, there's a saying or there's a formula called so TOA. So this is really important. So I'm just going to keep it up here. But we're going to do inverse of sine, cosine, and tangent. So let's say this side is 14. Oh wow, that's super thin. Let's say this side is 13, and this side is 12. What is this angle? So first, what I want to address is what do these mean? So it's like a formula, like I said earlier. So sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Ooh, that is really adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is equal opposite over adjacent. So that is a formula that I want you all to keep in mind. I'll just put it in a box. So, first, which one do we want to use? Sine, cosine, or tangent? So for sine, it will be opposite over hypotenuse, but we don't know what hypotenuse is, what the hypotenuse is. But cosine is 12, is adjacent over hypotenuse, but we still don't know what hypotenuse is. But tangent is opposite over adjacent. So I think we should do opposite, which is 13 over 12. So we still want to find out this missing angle. So we're going to do tangent or inverse tangent, and that is something that you want to write. Tangent -1 or arctangent of 13 over 12. So let's do that on our calculators right now. 13, 12. Let's round it to the nearest 10th. So theta equals or it's like around 47.3. And that is your answer. Okay. So we covered tangent so far. Or inverse tangent. Let's do inverse cosine or arc cosine. So let's do 15 and 23. So what do we need to write here? I encourage you to pause this video and try to figure this out. So it would be inverse cosine. I'll put parentheses this time. So it'll be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 15 over 23. So cosine, so inverse cosine, let's round it to the nearest tenth again. So theta is equal to 49.3. So that is your answer. Okay, so let's do sine now, the last one. So opposite, let's say this is 30 over hypotenuse. Wow, but yeah. So what do we want to write here? So it would be inverse sine times 30 over 50. So I'll put this in my calculator. So we're going to round to the nearest tenth again, because that's what I like to do. So theta equals 36.9. And that is your answer. So now, I feel like we're going a little backwards. Because people usually teach sine, cosine, and tangent, like the basics of it first. But I want to teach you the inverse first. So, let's do the basics now, like the actual basics. So let's say this angle is 3, 4, and 5. So, can you tell me what the sine, cosine, and tangent are equal to? I'll give you a minute to pause and try to work this out. So, you know that sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. So, then this will be 4 over 5. Now, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's 3 over 5. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent, so it's 4 over 3. So I want to talk about something new. Something called cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So what are those? So cosecant is the opposite of sine. So it would be, so cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite, and secant is equal to adjacent over, or hypotenuse over adjacent, and cotangent is equal to adjacent over opposite. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to change the sides up here a little bit. Let's say this side is 12, 14, and wait. 16. Oh gosh, that looks like a 10. 16 and 20. So what are those? So what's cosecant, secant, and cotangent? So cosecant is the opposite of sine. So for sine, it's opposite over hypotenuse, but we wanted to do hypotenuse over opposite. So then it would be 20 over 16. Secant is opposite of cosine, so then it would be hypotenuse over adjacent. 20 over 12. And cotangent is the opposite of tangent, so then it'll be adjacent over opposite, so 12 over 16. Okay, so at the end of every trig episode, we're going to do a challenge. So I am going to remove this, and but I'm going to keep this here so it can help you. So let's say this side is 30, 40, and 50. What is the sine, cosine, tangent, and cosecant secant and cotangent? So what is that equal to? I'll give you a couple minutes to figure this out. Okay, so we know that sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So this is going to be 40 over 50. Wait, you know what? I'll just do this way. 40 over 50. And cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's 30 / 50. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent, so it is 40 over 30. So, cosecant is the opposite of sine, so then it is 50 over 40. And then secant is the opposite of cosine, so then it's 50 over 30. And then tangent is, or cotangent is opposite of tangent, so it's 30 over 40. And we're done. Oh yeah, and also you could simplify the fractions if you want to. So, I hope you guys like this new series, and if you want me to do more of it, I can. And I hope you guys enjoy, and please stay safe, and I wish you all good luck. Thank you very much.